After a fantastic 3 days of fishing out here in Prince Edward Island, I'm going to show you guys a dish that is going to blow you away. This is basically a toro belly, Tataki style Japanese dish on a bed of ponzu sauce with a bit of sesame oil and some sesame seed garnish and roasted garlic. So first stage is we're going to make the ponzu sauce. There's a couple of ingredients that you need here. One is mirin, one is soya sauce. You need some citrus, either orange or lemon, and you're going to just whip that all up. Make sure it mixes all those beautiful citrus, soy sauce flavors in. So then what you want to do is carve up your toro belly. Wow, as you can see, that fat content is out of control. It almost looks like a Wagyu steak or a Kobe steak. It is just filled with granules of fat. That's going to be really buttery, and it's going to just go so well on that pan when I sear it. So now that I've got my toro belly cut up, it's time to sear the outside, but of course we want to keep the middle raw. So it's very quick on the pan. In this case I'm going to have to use a char grill because that's all I've got here, but be sure to not overcook it. That fat's just melting off now and it's actually flaming up. Alright, now that your toro belly is finished searing on all the sides, you're going to place it here and let it rest for a minute. You're going to ladle some of your ponzu mix on a plate. Now that your belly has had about 10 minutes to sit, what I want you to do is get some sesame seeds, black and white, and just dust the outside with a nice coating. And that's going to really add a beautiful texture. So just dusting all the outsides of this toro belly with this sesame. Now with a really sharp knife, we're going to cut this toro belly into slivers of about ½ an inch or a little bit less than that. And you can see that belly there, still quite raw and pink in the middle. Now I'm just going to lay these pieces of tuna across the plate. Just like so. I mean, that's starting to look stunning. I've got here some bonito crisps or shavings with some seaweed. We're going to drizzle some of that on top. Some fried garlic chips. Now this is my secret weapon. I'm going to smoke this, a really light smoke with applewood chips. And that's just, it's not a heavy smoke, it's just a really light smoke, subtle. Applewood is a really good wood chip as it's quite subtle and sweet. For fish it's perfect. A little bit fruity, a little bit sweet. It's not too heavy. It's not going to ruin that amazing taste of this toro. If anything, it's going to accentuate it a little bit. I'm really getting some great aromatics of sweetness here, which is exactly what you're after. This is smoking up really well now. It's actually quite thick and it's really penetrating at least the surface of this fish. It's going to allow it to taste really sweet and beautiful. Okay, so now that the tuna's smoked, it's time to garnish it up. I'm going to put some sesame oil in this ponzu. And now for a garnish, I'm going to use some edible flowers that are here, locally harvested from Prince Edward Island, some coriander seeds, and that should be it. So now for the true taste test. Troy, come on down, mate. Let me see what you think of this. You'd know better than anyone if this tastes good, because I'm sure you've eaten these fish a few times before.
A few times, but nothing that looked like this.
Okay.
This looks really good.
We don't have any forks, so just grab it with your hand.
Rough it?
Yeah, and just dip it in that sauce. You've got to get a lot of that sauce in there. That crunchy stuff. To be 100% honest, you don't really need to do much to this fish to make it taste good.
Very good.
I'm happy with that.
I am too.
I've had the best trip with you. That was exciting stuff. You know, to be able to go out in this beautiful fishery with, you know, generational fishermen like yourself and your brother, being able to harvest our own food like this in such an ethical way, in a sustainable manner, it's been my pleasure. So I hope you can have us back here one day.
Yes, we will. You're welcome back anytime.
Thanks, Troy.
All right.
It's been a pleasure.
Take care.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thank you.